calculations are correct, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
What's up, sluts? This is Disco Mountain Man from Tragedy, the all-metal tribute to the Bee Gees and beyond, and you're listening to the Whizbanger Show.
Hello, this is Ivan. I'm the singer and a bass player of the Green Hog Band. You're listening to the Whizbanger Show.
Hello, party people. This is Jessie May of Turkey Vulture, Owl Maker, Metalhead Money, and you're listening to the Whizbanger Show. Horns up.
Hello, everybody. Here is Martin, vocals and guitars in Pure Sonic Outcast. And you are tuned into the amazing Whizbanger Show podcast.
This is Billy from Helldrifter, Germany. You're tuned into the Whizbanger Show podcast. Rock on.
This is Mike Giuliano from Horror, Pain, Gore, Death Productions, and it's the Whizbanger Show. No fucking huss.
Hey, this is Brooke from Lady Luna and the Devil. You're tuned into the Whizbanger Show podcast, now independent and dropping every Friday.
Okay, one more time for Sarah. Ready?
Well, I'm Max.
And I'm Troy. And we're the Boneless Ones.
Hey, metalheads. This is Janneke, lead vocalist for death metal band Beyond the Pale, hailing from the Netherlands.
This is Blasting Rod, and you're listening to the Whizbanger Show.
Hi, this is Gaspar.
And this is Fred.
And this is Piotr. We are Seum from Montreal, and you're tuned in to the Whizbanger Show podcast, now independent and dropping every Friday.
Hello, headbangers and thrash metal maniacs. This is Caton from the Mighty Hyrax, and you are listening to the Whizbanger Show. Stay heavy!
It's showtime. Get Whizbang!
It's your time! Fight your master! Break your leash like
Hey, what's up, everybody? Sarah Whizbanger of the Whizbanger Show. Very special edition I am bringing you today, coinciding with the release of this band's album. It's releasing today, Thursday, the 24th of April, and the next release of the Banger Blast will be dropping tomorrow. So keep your fingers and toes dipped into, that sounds weird. Just keep your alerts on for the Whizbanger Show stuff. Go to thewhizbangershow.com and sign up for the Banger Blast there. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram and what's the thing? Blue Sky. And also you can listen to the Whizbanger Show on YouTube and Deezer and SoundCloud. Now, today is a very special show. I am featuring a band who I have been playing since they started, and really since I started at MMH, the home of rock radio, way back in 2020 or 2019, really. But and these guys have been around since 2020. And they kicked off the show today, and they've got some requests in, then they're closing out the show, and then there's a little bit more in the middle of the show. They are called Seum, S-E-U-M. They are from Montreal, Canada, and we have been together since we started. And although I was DJing before 2020, I took a long break, so I kind of marked 2020 as like my restart date. This band and I connected back in 2020 when they first dropped their new stuff, and I think the very first thing I ever played for them was their cover of The Marrying Kind by Prince. They are an epically amazing sludge band. Their sound has developed just really beautifully over the years. They always send me their stuff. They always keep me posted. They've got a really interesting story. And when their new album, which drops today, was coming out and I got the promo for that from them, I was like, maybe it's time to interview you guys. I've never done an interview with you. Let's get it done. You're super interesting and fun and all the things. And so tomorrow's Banger Blast, releasing on Friday, will feature an interview with Seum, along with some Bandcamp codes for their album that drops today, Parking Lot. Parking Life. It's called Parking Life, and it drops today, the 24th of April. Wow. Okay, so they told me, I asked them what songs they wanted me to play today, and oddly enough, or not so, they were songs I wanted to play of them as well. I have some cool trivia for you today, and we have just an amazing sludge show. I already had a sludge show in the works, and so it's one of my favorite genres of our beloved heavy metal, and so I've got everybody in the mix today. Well, we kicked off with a track from the new album from Seum. It's called Labrador, and Parking Life, independently released. Now, the cool thing about these guys is they actually never sought a label out. They've always been fiercely independent. They're no guitars, so bass and drums and vox, and that's it. So the Parking Life drops on the 24th today, independently. They're a bass and drums only sludge band from Montreal. It's Gaspard on vocals, Piotr on bass, and Fred on drums. They're inspired by bands that you're going to hear today. I Hate God, Jesus Christ. I Hate God, Weedeater, Iron Monkey, not on the list today because I don't have any Iron Monkey, but I had an epic external hard drive die on me death by age. So I had all my Iron Monkey in there, and I couldn't buy anymore. So no Iron Monkey. Sorry. They're awesome, though. And let's see, kind of hardcore punk, kind of stoner, definitely sludge. The band is known for intense live performances, of which I have never seen, and I really just want to see this band so bad. They're on my list of bands to see. I should. I mean, we've been hanging out together all these years. They've got DIY attitude that is just rooted in the beauty of anarchy, and I love that. Really, I love the tongue-in-cheek lyrics, and you can hear it more on this album, I feel, than previous albums. Like, I just love this record. It's just so good. I've heard all of it from back to front a couple of times now, and I know you will enjoy it as well. So, okay, so I have some things I pulled out of the interview that is coming out tomorrow in the Banger Blast. So I asked if anyone in the band was going to be escorted out of a corporate job for sniffing the HR manager's ass, which is in the lyrics from Labrador that you just heard. The band unanimously voted for Gaspard. Apparently he's already a bad Labrador at heart. Some can be found on Bandcamp, Instagram, and Facebook. And they also have all their music out on Spotify, so go and check that out. All right, while the getting is good, here's Bongzilla from Madison, Wisconsin, with Carts, and I'll tell you what that stands for when I come back. I'm Sarah Whizbanger, your host for the most, and you are tuned into the Seum edition Sludgefest of the Whizbanger Show. Thank you so much to Seum for sending me all the great stuff over the years and doing a great interview with me. And the requests, actually, they asked for Bongzilla, which I was already going to play anyway. So away we go. Here's some Bongzilla for you, and I have some fun stuff to talk about when we get back. And away we go. Thank you so much for tuning in, push and play, and hanging out with me today. right, and we are back. What a way to start this show, I will tell you what. That was Ultra Death Cult, and they are from Pennsylvania, and their album End Times or Good Times was released independently at the beginning of last year in January, and Ultra Death Cult can be found on Bandcamp and Facebook and Instagram, Ultra Death Cult. Now, this band and a couple of others I had to replay, so I did a Subterranean Soundwaves edition in February of 2025. And it was just, I don't know what happened to the sound. You couldn't hear anything. It was just trash. So I've never had that issue before. I never have had it again, knock on wood. But I did promise that every band will be replayed. So I stick to my guns on this, and I went and I sprinkled them out all over the different playlists that I had for the genres that they belonged in. And so this was one of those bands, Ultra Death Cult, and they're awesome. And I played the track for you, Not For Nothing. Top of that set, short, long set, Bongzilla with CARTS. And as promised, I'm going to tell you what it means. CARTS, Cannabis and Reefer Takes Souls. Though I think it should be Cannabis and Reefer Take Souls. That's the correct way to say it. Oh, shut up, Sarah Whizbanger. Dab City dropped in June of 2023 on Heavy Psych Sounds. And I got this from Claire over at Purple Sage, who always sends me the best stuff from the best labels. And I am going to read a little something about this album because it's interesting. But first of all, Bongzilla 666... Bongzilla 666 on the web, Instagram Bongzilla Band, Facebook Bongzilla on Bandcamp, and you can pick up Dab City on the Heavy Psych Sounds Records Bandcamp page by going to Heavy Psych Sounds Records on Bandcamp and toggling all over to Bongzilla Dab City, and that's where you can grab it. Dab City is an ode to the purest form of THC and our beloved hometown of Madison, Wisconsin, writes the band, which is known as Mad City. Now, this is something I didn't know, and I kind of love it. So a political and social hotbed and lightning rod for our state and Midwest since the 1960s. Madison is also home to a large university. Obviously, I knew that, with one of the best agronomy departments in the country. Not surprisingly, the focal point of some of the finest cannabis, not high, I swear to God, I'm not high, cannabis in our country has to offer. I did not know that. I didn't know that. I've never been to Madison, Wisconsin. My best friend is from Madison, Wisconsin. Maybe she knows all of this. Siobhan, do you know this? Okay, so check this out. This is cool. Although not legal, possession is basically ignored and punished with a nominal $1 fine for under 128 grams of weed. It's insane. I tried dabbing once, never again. Nope. No, Satan entered the room and I wanted to die. No, never again. I'm very sensitive. So for the recording of Dab City, the band procured 10 grams plus the finest concentrates. 10 grams plus of the finest concentrates they could lay their hands on, and somewhere north of 120 grams of cannabis flower. They recorded the album on 2 analog tape over sessions at Future Apple Tree Studio in Rock Island, Illinois. And it's their second as a 3-piece and their second full-length release for Heavy Psych Sounds. I just think that's great. The whole album was recorded on tape and is composed of 7 songs with a running time of 60 minutes. Brand new Stone Sludge Heavy Do riffs. I love Bongzilla. They're super interesting. But it should be Cannabis and Reaver Take Souls, not takes. It's awesome. The album is great. And I played carts for you. That's it. I swear to God, I'm not stoned. Yesterday, I got a little bit high. Not today, though. Maybe I should. Maybe it'll mellow my brain out. Sunburster is the band you're going to hear next with a track called Gin. They are also from Pennsylvania. Hey, do you guys know each other, Ultra Death Cult and Sunburster? I'm Sarah Whizbanger, your host of the most, and you are going to hear Gin, which was also on the best 100 best releases of 2025 on Weedeater, which you can find on the Bandcamps there, and subscribe for $5 a month and get all kinds of great shit. I keep threatening to have a Weedeater show. which I will do, maybe. The mystery of who Weedeater is remains a mystery. I kind of don't want to know. I've tried to find out, and it's sort of difficult. I'm afraid to find out because I don't want them to be like a bunch of tech bros. You know what I'm saying? Sunburster with Gin is what you're going to hear next, and that's off their No Semblance of Peaceful Existence album, dropped in 2024, the month of October, on the label Knife Hits. I'm Sarah Whizbanger, your host with the most, and you are tuned into the Sludge edition featuring the band Seum. All over the show today, including their requests, and they are from Montreal, Canada. Their album, Parking Life, drops today, Thursday, April 24th. Thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out with me, and away we go. Here is Sunburster.
Note to self, I don't want to live.
to evolve, you have to burn, to bloom again. I've done it all, you can do the same. Welcome to the house of...
Hey, we are back. I'm Sarah Whizbanger, your host for the most, and I'm going to try and speak a little bit less so I don't take up all the room on the long-ass show that you're in for today. That was a band called Katla, Katla. I've played the track for you, Dead Lover. This is a stoner sludge doom metal outfit out of Copenhagen, Denmark, and their album Scandinavian Pain came out in March of 2025 on Napalm Records. I want to thank Florian for always sending me great stuff from Napalm. Katla DK for Denmark is on Bandcamp and Facebook, and then on Instagram they are Katla Official. That was Katla with Dead Lover. Swamphead out of Massachusetts was before that with their track Sea of Sleep. Their album Nightfall released independently in March of 2025. Swamphead is on Bandcamp, and they are also on Instagram at Swamphead_MA for Massachusetts. Top of that set was a sludge doom stoner metal outfit called Sunburster, hailing from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in the US and A. And Gin was the track you heard, which was featured on the 100 Best Releases of 2025 on Weedeater, which you can find on Bandcamp. And Gin was the name of the song, and it is featured on their No Semblance of Peaceful Existence album, dropped in October of 2024 on the label Knife Hits. Promised you short and sweet. Next up, we are headed over to Spain to the Balearic Islands to hear a band called Marasme, which translates to marasmus, which means undernourishment, causing a child's weight to be significantly low for their age. A little on the nose. I'm not sure why that's the name of their band, but they're awesome, so I don't really care. They describe themselves as experimental sludge, and I'm going to play the track for you, Boara, which in Catalan translates to fog. I'm Sarah Whizbanger, your host of the most. Thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out with me today. I sure do appreciate your company, as you well know. And away we go, continuing on with a continued Sludgefest today on the Whizbanger. right, we are back. I'm Sarah Whizbanger, your host of the most. You are listening to the Sludgefest edition of the Whizbanger Show, number 274. How about that? That was Dopethrone with Truck Stop Warlock. This is a Doom Sludger. This is a Doom Sludge stoner outfit out of Montreal. And their album Broke Sabbath dropped in May of 2024 on Totem Cat Records. Also from Purple Sage PR is where I got this. Dopethrone on Bandcamp and Facebook. Dopethrone MT Hell for Montreal Hell or Montreal Hell. Instagram Dopethrone Band. And as always, everything on their Bandcamp page is always name your price. God, I love this band so much. And they have some amazing shows coming up. I'm going to share with you now. Because it is April and they're in the middle of their tour now. So let's see, where are we? It's the 24th, so they're halfway to they've got one show tonight in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and they end in Rapid City, South Dakota tomorrow at Abby's on the 25th of April. Hey, let me know if you've seen this band on their tour. I love them so much, and they're playing with You're the Cobra, who you hear often on the show, and God, I love this band. They're so awesome. I've never seen them before. Top of this set was a Marasme from the Balearic Islands in Spain with the track Boira, which translates to fog in Catalan. They're on my friend Danny's label Discos Macarras, and their album Fell, which literally means fell, dropped in July of last year, 2025. So thanks, Danny, for always sending me great stuff. And their song Urpa, Marasme's song Urpa, was dropped on Discos Macarras 15 Years of Heavy Riffage, which you can get on the Discos Macarras Bandcamp page, Discos Macarras, Macarras, which Danny described to me as like being like crazy or intense. Macara. So Discos Macarras, Discos meaning album in Spanish. Marasme is spelled Marasme, and they're on Bandcamp, Facebook, and Instagram. So please do go and check them out. Next up, we're going to hear some more Seum off their new album Parking Life, dropping today independently. On this track is Employee of the Month, and I will tell you a little bit more about the band. I got to drop a little knowledge from the interview that's dropping tomorrow. The name of the band means venom in Arabic and is French slang for disappointment and frustration. Seum is the name of the band. You can find them on Bandcamp, Instagram, and Facebook. And please tell them Sarah Whizbanger sent you. They will appreciate it. And so will I. Here's a little bit of Seum for your life with the Employee of the Month. I'm Sarah Whizbanger, your host of the most, and you're listening to the Sludgefest edition of the Whizbanger Show today. Thanks for hanging out with me.
I poured your drinks, I moved your couch. I packed your box, I took your fucking note. I told your kid, yeah, but to your wife. I even drove your father on my back. I don't give a fuck about the employee of the night. Don't give a fuck about the
awesome set. I love it. Okay, I'm Sarah Whizbanger, your host for the most. You're tuned into the Sludgefest edition featuring Seum as the house band today. This is show number 274. Goddamn. I said goddamn. That's a lot of years and a lot of shows. So that was just such a fun set. That was Dreadmire. They are a sludge doom outfit out of Miami, Florida. This single, Relics, dropped in March of last year independently. Dreadmire on Bandcamp, Facebook, and Instagram. Please go check this band out, support them, and tell them Sarah Whizbanger sent you because they are so good. Domkraft from Sweden, Stockholm, Sweden. This stoner sludge band is so amazing. We saw them I've seen them a couple times. We saw them at Psychofest Las Vegas several years ago. Oh, I love this band so much. They're so good. Spiral Noises is the name of the song that I shared with you. Their self-titled album dropped on my best friend's birthday and my daughter's birthday also, and a day after my child's birthday, June 27th. Whole bunch of information you didn't need. Last year, 2025, on the label Magnetic Eye Records. Such an awesome label. Secret Service Productions is the PR outfit that I got this from. So thank you so much, Secret Service Productions, for always sending me such great stuff. Domkraft is Domkraft on Bandcamp, Facebook, and Instagram is where you can find this band. And Seum with Employee of the Month, top of that set off their album dropping today. Independently, Parking Life. This bass-only sludge band is from Montreal, Canada, and they are amazing. So they have an anti-parking philosophy. So this comes from my interview with them. So the parking life is a middle finger to settling down. Piotr describes it as a refusal to accept the monotonous lifestyle of 9-to-5s and Netflix. To them, this music is literally a lifeline to keep from falling into the trap of adult boredom. All right. Yeah. Just yes. Also, they formed in a parking lot right before a Dopethrone show. So featuring Vince from Dopethrone on 666 Problems, which is closing us out today. It's not just a cool collaboration. It's the band really coming full circle to the moment they decided to exist. So I love this band. I love these guys. They're so great. They've always supported the Whizbanger show. So thank you. And it's my pleasure and privilege to be able to do this show to feature this amazing band. And don't forget to pick up the Banger Blast, always free, always available. You can sign up for it and you won't get spam, I promise, because I don't even fucking send that many of them out. But you will get the Banger Blast. Banger Blast is a newsletter for the Whizbanger show. I have lots of interviews that I've done. There's always like a name your price list for Bandcamps, and then there's always a bunch of Bandcamp codes. So this one, it has all those as well. And the next band we are going to listen to is all the way over in Finland. They're a sludge doom outfit, and they're called Arson Under the Sea. And I picked the track for you, Fear and Anxiety, because that feels like that's been my theme for the last month is fear and anxiety. It's been a rough couple of months, but I'm so glad to be here with you doing this sludge show, which honestly is just mega therapeutic for me. It's going to be a wild 2.5 hour ride for you today. So I hope that you are in your seats for the whole thing. Even if you have to listen to it in pieces, please do, because there's just so much great stuff on here for you. All right. I'm Sarah Whizbanger, your host with the most, and we are now going to listen to Arson Under the Sea with Fear and Anxiety.
in the name of Satan, I place a curse upon you. Go ahead. Tie me down to the stake, but you will never escape my hunger nor that of Satan.
All right, and we are back. I'm Sarah Whizbanger, your host of the most, and you're tuned into the Whizbanger Show Sludgefest edition, number 274. And that was a Sludge Stoner Doom outfit out of Tulsa, Oklahoma called Glórach, which is an Irish word and with multiple meanings, but basically it's loud, noisy, vocal, and voiced. So that's appropriate for the band. This was a redo from my disastrous Subterranean Sound Waves show a couple years ago. And I think this actually closes out the bands that I owed to replay. But I don't know what happened. It was just like it's not even up on SoundCloud because it was a total disaster. The sound was terrible. I could never figure out what happened. It was just a Ghost in the Machine thing. Anyway, this whole set was independent bands. How cool is that? So this band can be found on Bandcamp, Instagram, and Facebook. Go ahead and look for Glórach Band, and that's spelled Glorach. And their album Bong Rip, released on Halloween of 2024. So go and check them out and pick up their stuff because it's awesome and they're independent. Before that, a Sludge Doom outfit out of Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. So our third continent for the day. They're called Isua, I-S-U-A. I played a track for you, Departure, and they are, they appear on the Ripping Nails Records compilation Spiral and Dissolve. That's the name of the song from this band that's on the compilation. Sorry. Their album, Spiral and Dissolve, was released on a compilation for Palestine on Ripping Nails Records in 2025. That made more sense. Isua is on Bandcamp, Facebook, Linktree. You can find out where to get merch and look at their videos and tour information and all you need to know about Isua, and also on Instagram. Top of the set was a Sludge Doom band out of Finland called Arson Under the Sea with the track Fear and Anxiety. Comfort in Suffocation, released in January of 2025. Arson Under the Sea can be found on Bandcamp, Facebook, Instagram, and SoundCloud, where you can listen to the Whizbanger Show also. Next up, we are headed over to Turin, Italy, to listen to one of the most hilarious sludge bands on the planet. I love them so much. I've played them a couple times on the show, and I'm so glad they're in my lives. Maybe I have more than one. I don't know. This track is called Hang Over the Top, and it's not hang over the top, it's Hangover the Top. And this Italian band is awesome, and their self-titled album dropped in February of 2025 on Subsound Records. I want to thank Florian for sending it to me from Shake Promotions. They've got a bunch of comps that they were on, and I'll tell you more about that, but I want you to hear this amazing band off their 2026 April 20s. It just dropped a couple days ago, Stoned Villains album, which I also just got as a promo. I had to go search for it because I was going to play something older, and then I saw on Metal Archives that they had a new album out, and I was like, shit, did I miss this promo? And I did, but I got it. So yay! Thank you, Shake Promotions. All right, and away we go. Here's some tons for you with Hangover the Top. I'm Sarah Whizbanger, your host of the most. You're tuned in to the Whizbanger Show Sludgefest edition, number 200 and something or other. Thank you for tuning in and hanging out with me, as always.
was as if I had been buried alive. At first, the silence was deafening. But the dungeon had a voice all its own. Timid little sounds that came from the shadows. They swelled to a tumultuous throng. I closed my eyes and listened to the symphony of the black mass.
chugging along. I'm Sarah Whizbanger, your host with the most, and you are listening to the Whizbanger Show, Sludge Edition. That was a band from, the first time in England today, Dungeön, with a little umlaut. No, not an umlaut. What are the double O's? That is an umlaut, right? Dungeön over the O. With Green Throne, they're from Dorset, England. This is off their self-titled album, dropped in 2024 on Cursed Monk Records. Dungeon Riffs on Bandcamp, Dungeon UK on Instagram, Linktree, Dungeon Band, and Dungeon Dorset, because they need to have a different handle for every social media tag there is. But they're awesome, and you should go check them out because they're super fun. Kiritsis, Like the Taste is the name of the song that I played that you heard. They're from Indianapolis, Indiana. I have family there. They're a sludge metal death and roll band, and their self-titled album released a year ago, happy anniversary, in 2025 on Wise Blood Records. All right. If their name is like Kiritsis and you're like, what does that mean? I'm going to tell you right now because it's really interesting. But you need to go check them out on the web, kiritsis.band, Kiritsis. Band names trip me out sometimes. I'll tell you what, you know what I'm saying? Anthony George Tony Kiritsis was an American kidnapper. Kiritsis was a resident of Indianapolis who had obtained a piece of land for commercial development with a mortgage from Meridian Mortgage, but fell behind in making payments. So it's a Greek surname, but it's more than that for the band. It refers to this guy. So in 1977, he became a national sensation for a 63-hour hostage standoff. I'm from California. I don't remember it. And I would have been a little kid, tiny kid anyway. So this guy wired a sawed-off shotgun to a mortgage broker's neck and held the dead man switch to his own neck. The trigger, in other words. He paraded the man through the streets of Indianapolis while the news cameras rolled. It's not funny. It's not funny. I just this is what you named your band after. I don't know. The band plays on this dark local legend, often leaning into that same sense of desperate, explosive tension. And they're new to me. I think they're awesome. This album's been sitting in my folder for a while, and I was like, oh, this band, what can I say about this band? And I looked it up. I was like, they've got this Greek name, but they're from Indiana. I need to look into this more. And then I found out who they were named after, or their band's named after this guy. Anyway, I love it. All right. Tons, top of the set, sludge doom metal outfit at a tour in Italy with Hangover the Top, which was released on their self-titled album in February of last year on Subsound Records. And I got this from Florian over at Shake Promotions. So they've been on a few compilations. They've been the Trip to Italy comp on Weedeater, which I think is where I first heard them. That makes sense, actually, because that was 2021. Chronic Morning Obesity on Heavy Psych Sounds song, their song. They're hilarious. This band is so funny. That was released on the Heavy Psych Sounds sampler in 2021. Their song 99 Weed Balloons was a 420 Weedian release, and Hempathy for the Devil was another trip to Italy, the second trip to Italy one, and I think that one came out in 2023. So they're on Heavy Psych Sounds. The album Stoned Villains just dropped a couple days ago, 420 in this year, and I got this from Purple Sage. So Tons Band on Bandcamp, Tons Band, and Tons of Weed on Instagram and Facebook. So their vocalist goes by the name Gingerzilla, and they refer to their sound as sulfurous doom sludge. So they're known for their tongue-in-cheek lyrics, obviously with the names of their song, 99 Weed Balloons, okay, let me start that again. Hempathy for the Devil, 99 Weed Balloons, Those of the Unlighter, and Chronic Morning Obesity. Those are all tracks that have appeared on comps, but I played Hangover the Top. Their lyrics are about uncontrolled eating and weed abuse, contrasting the often overly serious and dark tone of the Italian occult doom scene. Those are the notes I have. And they're really nice guys too, so I just love this band. So another redo from the February disaster Subterranean Soundwaves a couple years ago. This is a band from Germany. They're called Coldspine, and this is the title track from their December 2024 album Nullpunkt, independently released. Coldspine is on Bandcamp, Facebook, and Instagram. And on Facebook and Instagram, they're Coldspine Doomcore, and on Bandcamp, they are just plain old Coldspine. I feel like they should be like a black metal band with that name, but they're not. And I'm Sarah Whizbanger, your host for the most, and you're tuned into the epically 2.5 hour long Sludgefest here, streaming from everywhere and nowhere and landing in your pockets. Yes, for free, always for free. All right, check out the Whizbangershow.com if you want to get in touch, get your band on the show, and all those wonderful things. Thanks for tuning in and hanging out with me today. And away we go with Coldspine. have much longer to go now. We are winding on down, and a lot of these are short. That was Acid Bath. I've missed them several times over the years. I've never seen this band, and I've always really, really wanted to because I really, really like them a lot. They are Sludge Doom outfit out of Houma, Louisiana, featuring the one and only Sammy Douay of Goat Horror fame. This album the song I played for you, Locust Spawning, was released on their album Pagan Terrorism Tactics, released way back in the year of 1996. I imagine many of you were not alive at that point. My child was a toddler at the time, and I was only 26 years old. So me and Acid Bath, I think we're about the same age, me and those guys. It was released on Rotten Records, Facebook, Acid Bath Official, but you should go to their website, acidbathofficial.com. They also have an Instagram page, and I have some tour information for you, I believe. Let's see. They've got, they're playing, go away. They're playing in Vegas on, tomorrow, at Sick New World. Oh, it's a festival, Sick New World. So they're playing that. And then they've got a date in May in Phoenix at the Van Buren, then Oklahoma City, then Boston. And June, they're going to play the Milwaukee Metal Fest, Hellfest. And oh man, I've always wanted to go to Hellfest, but nope. They are playing in the UK, in Manchester on the 25th of June. Then they go to Sweden, France, Italy, Germany, back to London on July 13th. And then they're playing in Warsaw, Poland. Got a couple nights there. Back to the US in August in Seattle, Portland, Oregon. I'm trying to figure out if I could go to any of these shows, as that's why I'm slowly telling you the dates. Ontario, Canada, end of August. Hellbender by the Orange Peel. I love that name of that place in September. Damn it. I can miss this show, miss this band again. Ugh. I've seen Goat Horror a lot. I've never seen Acid Bath. Well, hopefully you'll be able to check out one of those shows. All right. I gotta share this with you because it's creepy. So the artwork for this album, Pagan Terrorism Tactics, was done by Jack Kevorkian, the famous Dr. Death known for assisted suicides. Although I feel like he's an angel. Like honestly, thank you for pushing for grace and death when people want to die because they're in pain. So I am 100%. A supporter of medical assisted suicide. So their first album, of course, you probably know this. It was artwork by John Wayne Gacy. The band has a super knack for matching their Louisiana swamp sludge to the dark corners of human history. Which makes me wonder, why didn't I put Church of Misery on the show today? No, I have to do another Sludge show because I forgot to include Church of Misery. All right, Coldspine before that with the title track of their album Nullpunkt, released in December of 2024. Coldspine on Bandcamp, Facebook, and Instagram. Check them out. They're a Doom to Death Sludge outfit out of Germany, and this is a redo from my disaster February 2025, I think, Subterranean Soundwaves show. Next up, we're going to listen to some Weedeater, because can't have a Sludge show without Weedeater. Actually, you can't have a Sludge show without Church of Misery, but apparently you can today. I picked Mancoon off of Jason the Dragon, released in 2011 on Southern World Records. Now they're on Season of Mist, and I've been talking too long, and this is an epically long show, and I'm Sarah Whizbanger, your host of the most. Thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out with me today. Well, look at that. I've been talking for 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Perfect.
Right.
dun, 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 dun. I don't know why I have the soundtrack stuck in my head for Sanford and Son, because this is not a show full of junk. It's treasure. Which actually, I think if you went to Sanford and Son's junkyard, you would find some treasure. 2% of the people listening to the show know what I'm talking about. Hey, actually, probably more than that. I think it's all old people that listen to the show. And thank you for that. Okay, that was a grunge metal sludge heavy band out of Montreal, Quebec, requested by and turned on the Whizbanger. Never mind. The Seum turned me on to this band. I was trying to say that in a grammatically correct way, but it came out like slop. Destruction Derby. Thank you guys. Awesome. Love them. Oh my gosh. Love them. Their album Top Speed EP2 came out in 2017. I don't know if they're still together anymore, but they have a couple albums on Bandcamp, Destruction Derby, and they're both on Name Your Price. So they will be linked in the Name Your Price list on the Banger Blast, which is going to drop tomorrow. D Derby Band on Facebook. And so I got a bunch of requests from some, and they're all coming at the end of the show because that's where they fit. The name of the track is Mâchoire d'Acier, Steel Jaws. I'm trying to study French again. I'm terrible at it, but there you go. I get points for trying. They are from Montreal, Destruction Derby. It's two dudes, and they're awesome. They're an independent band, and their albums are Name Your Price right now. So go and enjoy. And some wanted me to say that all of these bands that they requested today contributed to their band one way or another, and they're all the ones that they requested are on here today, the end of it. So this band, Destruction Derby, as you may have guessed, themes of car culture, self-reflection, and recurring nightmares are trapped together in a barrel-rolling automobile set to a soundtrack of 80s meets 90s guitar riffs narrated in Quebecois French. Pretty awesome. I Hate God before that. The Day Felt Wrong. That's off their latest album, A History of Nomadic Behavior, released on Century Media Records. And they're from New Orleans, and they are sludge. And if that was information for you, you're welcome, and welcome to the party late. I Hate God NOLA on Bandcamp, Facebook. They are official I Hate God. Their website, ihategod.ee. Sorry, I'm being quiet. I'm trying to figure out why it's EE. Instagram, I Hate God NOLA. I just sat there staring at the link going, what is the EE for? Anyway, I Hate God. Good shit. Weedeater with Mancoon, a doom sludge stoner metal outfit out of North Carolina. Oh, God damn it. Why did I think they were from Virginia? Well, anyway. North Carolina. I was wrong. I was I know where they're from. They're from Virginia. And I just didn't write it down, but I'm wrong. They are from Wilmington, North Carolina. Why didn't I know that? They're on now on Season of Mist, but Jason the Dragon released in 2011 on Southern Lord Records. Weedmetal.com. Weed Metal on Facebook and Instagram, Weedeater Band. Mancoon was a track you heard, and next up we are headed back over to England, Devon, England. My kid's name is Devon, but it's I-N, not O-N, because it's the correct spelling. This band is called Hursan, and I'm going to play the track for you, Catastrophe's Child. They are a sludge metal hardcore band, and they're awesome. So away we go. Here's a little bit of Hursan for you as we wind on down the Sludgefest of the Whizbanger Show.
conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that.
Blackened
little over 2.5 hours, but it's all spontaneous joy with the Sludgefest edition of the Whizbanger Show. And as you know, I got one more for you. We're going to end with some, but let me tell you who you heard in that monster set. That was it all? No, not all, but these were requests. Some of these bands came in from some. Ratpiss, a sludge, grind, death violence, mom rock band, who I've actually played, I think, on the Whizbanger Show, but I lost their music on my destruction of my hard drive. That's always fun. So their album just dropped in March of this year, Sex, Violence, Death, independently, and their album is Name Your Price on Ratpiss MTL for Montreal. Ratpiss MTL is where you can find this amazing band. God, they're so good. Again, all these bands contributed to their album in one way or another. Destruction Derby, Ratpiss, and Mistwalker. So they said, if you want a bit of diversity, you can add local bands from Montreal. And I said, fuck yeah, let me do that. All right, Ratpiss with Orbitoclass off their Sex, Violence, Death album released just a week or a couple weeks, no, almost a month ago in March of 2026. Independently produced and released, and it's Name Your Price on the Bandcamp. So go support this amazing band. Name your price means $1, $2, something. It's not fucking free. Support your local art. Mantar with Cosmic Abortion. I've been playing this band for many, many years. Their album, Post-Apocalyptic Depression, dropped in February of last year on Metal Blade Records, and I got this from Andy over at Palmer Turner Overdrive. They are amazing. I've seen them a couple times. I saw them at the Oakland Metro in Oakland many years ago. And we also saw them at Psychofest. I think it was one of the shows my husband and I split, where I'm like, oh, you go there, I go here. And I didn't want to miss Mantar. He caught the end of it, but I think he went to see some other band that I was like, no, thank you. I'm going to go see Mantar because I'm committed. I really was excited to see them again. They're so good. So they formed in Hamburg, Germany. And so the trivia here I have to share with you today, they spent months looking for a bass player. After being rejected by every bassist in their social circle, they eventually gave up and realized they sounded more democratic and destructive as a duo. They remained a two-piece ever since, proving you don't need a wall of people to create a wall of sound. I love it. They're awesome. Mantar, please check this band out. Bandcamp, Facebook, and Mantar Band on the web. Cosmic Abortion was a track I shared with you that released in February of last year on Metal Blade Records on their album Post-Apocalyptic Depression. Before that was Mistwalker, another one of the bands requested by some. They've gone from raw black metal to blackened thrash heavy metal. And so that's more what they are now. They're from Newfoundland and Labrador, and now they're in Quebec and Montreal. I played the track for you, Graceless Ebb. They've got a single that was released, So they've got a single, Graceless Ebb, that was released on the 17th of May in 2024. They have a forthcoming album called Obsidian Gospel, independently being released on the 1st of May of this year. So go check out Mistwalker on Bandcamp, Mistwalker Band, and Mistwalker Official on Facebook and Instagram. So they're amazing, and you should check them out. And, wait a second. I had some notes here. No, that's it. Black Thrash Till Death. That's their handle. Hursan with Catastrophe's Child, sludge metal hardcore band out of Devon, England, and their song New Testament appeared on Weedeater's Trip to England, which has 150 bands, released in 2025 in September. So you can go check that out. If you don't subscribe to Weedeater, you should. It's awesome. Hursan on Bandcamp, Facebook, and Instagram, Hursan Band. And that wraps it up. I'm going to leave you with some. All right, let me tell you a little bit more about this band that I haven't shared yet. Please go and sign up for the Banger Blast on the whizbangershow.com. And I will spread the gospel of the Whizbanger Show, and you will get it. And it's free, no spam. You don't even need to, I don't even think you have to sign up for whatever it is that I use for the release of the newsletter. It's all free anyway. You don't have to sign up for anything, except you have to sign up for the newsletter, so then you'll get notifications, but I won't spam you, I promise. 666 Problems is the track coming at you from a sludge stoner metal band that I love so much that has been the house band of the day, Seum, bass-only sludge band from Montreal, and that's Gaspard on vocals, Piotr on bass, and Fred on drums. Inspired by bands such as EYEHATEGOD, Iron Monkey, and Weedeater. They are amazing. Known for their live performances. I've never seen them live. I can't wait to see them. I will one day. No guitars. What else? Oh, another thing that came out of the interview, with some fun questions at the end of the interview that I had for these guys. So they view this album as a drunken one-night stand between Jimmy Bower and Britney Spears. If they ever did a cover to make people dance on the way to the casket, it would be Toxic. I love that song. I like Britney. Compilations appearances, The Marian Kind, a Prince cover on Encyclopedia Crotanica on Fuzzy Cracklin's Present. Oh, that might have been where I first got this, was from Fuzzy Cracklin's, where we first, I think Fuzzy Cracklin's might have been our Yentl. That was the first song that ever appeared on the Whizbanger show from this band. Since then, I've featured them a lot. I should have taken up and figured out like what shows they were on, but I didn't do that. But they're also on Mind Over Metal, on Cave Dweller Music, Silence of Crass on Trip to Canada from Weedeater, and Life Grinder on Doomed and Stoned in Canada. So that's it. Thank you so much. All right. And that does it for me, which is just as well because it's a goddamn long ass show. Thank you so much. No idea what's going to happen in the next show, but there will be another show. There will be another show. I'm Sarah Whizbanger, your host with the most, signing off from everywhere and nowhere. Check out the Whizbanger show on the socials, Instagram, Facebook, Blue Sky. You can hear the show on Deezer, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Sign up for the Whizbanger Blast. Sign up for the Banger Blast, the newsletter for the Whizbanger Show, officially on the WhizbangerShow.com. Reach me at WhizbangerShow@gmail.com, and I will talk to you later. Go hug a tree, be nice to yourself so you can be nice to other people, and accept kindness from the world. I give you kindness. I love you so much. Peace out, y'all. Thanks so much to Seum. I am forever just grateful for you guys, and I'm so glad that we've been working together all these years, and one day we have to meet in person. All right, peace out, y'all. Bye!
Better if I